Salve a tutti cari amici e bentornati in un nuovo video di Sion, cioè un video mio. Stiamo sempre giocando a Kingdoms of Amalur, bentornati ovviamente se già conoscete il mio canale. Siamo nel DLC, appunto, la leggenda di Karin morto, il secondo DLC che vi porto sul canale. Allora, la nostra capitana improvvisata è scappata verso questo insediamento e la nostra attuale missione è sempre la leggenda di Karin morto, giustamente ciò che dà il titolo al DLC. Segui il capitano Brattigan fino al villaggio. Sulla spiaggia si erge un piccolo villaggio. Con un po' di fortuna i suoi abitanti ci offriranno da mangiare. E dalle risposte dovremmo trovare il capo del villaggio e presentarci. Ok, andiamo in questa direzione. Ok, una specie di cinematica ci presenta l'area circostante, da quello che possiamo vedere. Quindi sentiamo anche urlare qualche lupacchiotto. Ed eccola qui, capitano Rust Brattigan. Parla con Alder Malloy. Deve essere il connestabile del villaggio.
Akara blesses us with another lost soul. Welcome, stranger. I am Alder Malloy, and you've arrived at Cape Solace just in time. Tell me, how have you come to find yourself upon our shore?
Cos'è il capo della consolazione in questo posto, immagino?
It is a village established by those of us whose fates have brought us to Gallows End. Sailors and settlers, foreigners and families, but castaways all. We have made a life here on these beaches and in this village.
Chi è Akara? Una divinità?
Akara is the reason I am here. The reason all of us on this island are here. And maybe, my friend, it's why you are here as well. Akara is this island and everything upon it.
Io sono qui per Karin morto, io e la capitana.
Ah, so you're here for the oppressor, he who was cast down. You're not the first to arrive on these shores in search of him. You will not be the last. But Akara's magic protects us here in Cape Solace. We are safe from Dead Kell's deathless touch. The same cannot be said for those who venture past the boundaries of the village, near the keep and the surrounding forest.
Conoscete Karin morto?
Dead Kell was the favorite son of Akara. He was given great gifts from our protector, only to squander them in the pursuit of power. We are blessed not to fear him. So many others live at his mercy, but not those of us here on the safety of the beaches. Akara protects the faithful.
Cos'è la rocca?
Why, it is the great fortress that looms in the north. Grave Hall, as it was named by the Diverga craftsmen who raised its mighty walls. But the Diverga have long since abandoned the island, leaving their great keep empty. Some in the village, like Paddy, are intrigued by the keep's dark courts and corridors. But I would avoid it. Grave Hall is haunted.
Perché qui siamo al sicuro?
The villain Dead Kell rules much of this island, and he strives tirelessly to control every last inch. Akara will not let this happen. We are protected in this spot alone, just south of the river and along the coast. The Fallen One has no power here, and it enrages him.
Beh, se può essere di consolazione vi aiuterò come posso.
Then you will fit in well, for keeping the village strong is truly a group undertaking. We get by with Akara's blessing and providence, of course. You may stay with us for as long as you wish, but might I suggest that you find a way to make yourself useful? We all must do our part.
Mi parli di questo Akara.
He is this island and everything on it. His power and wisdom give us direction, help us to chart a course through the thundering storm of this mortal life. Akara has been a part of Gallows End since before the first castaway dragged his boat ashore and kissed the damp sand beneath his feet. We here in Cape Solace worship Akara because it is he who provides safety, sustenance, and sense of purpose.
Mi parli di lei, Alder?
I once captained my own craft. I was a thief and a smuggler. But all that changed when I found myself here, upon this mysterious shore. Akara blessed me with a second chance. That is what he does. He shows you what is possible. He shows you the fates of which you've never fathomed. I met Bridget, another castaway. And later we had our beloved Nina. All the happiness I'd ignored in my early life were suddenly mine.
Gli impiccati, parliamone, i servi di Cain morti in poche parole.
Magical deviants like their master. The hanged men terrorize any who brave the wilderness. Bloodgrin stalks the docks of Kel's harbor to the west, while the Baronet rules the mountains in the north, haunting its peaks and twisted islands. Worst of them all is the Whispering Witch. We never know where she will strike next.
E il loro capo Cain morto cosa mi dice?
He and his hanged men are not welcome near our village. Akara has made it so. The fallen sun stalks the forest and coasts of Gallows End, but he is a prisoner here as much as anyone. One day, Akara will rid us of him once and for all.
E questo mare, il Mar Spezzabrina?
I prefer the rolling tides of the Frostbreak to any grassy plain or hillside. I have lived a life adrift, seeing the world and meeting interesting people.
Perfetto. Sua figlia?
She means well, but like all children, she craves freedom and independence. She will learn to respect boundaries. This is an island, after all.
Pedri Dower, che mi è sfuggito chi possa essere.
He's a funny one, plagued by delusions and inspiration. I've known Akara to touch people, but Paddy acts more touched in the head than blessed. Ever since he arrived, Paddy has had a covetous eye on Gravehall Keep. I don't know what it is about that old ruin that so bewitches him.
Molto probabilmente ci darà una missione comunque. Un'ultima domanda riguarda Punta del Patibolo.
All who find themselves on these white sand beaches have been drawn by Akara. Here you will discover many mysteries, but none more important than what to do with this opportunity. Who will you be when you leave Gallows End? The same person who came? Or someone else entirely?
Ok ragazzi, allora torniamo a parlare con
What do you think?
il capitano.
Don't know about you, but all of this talk about Akara is unsettling. I'm going to ask around about ways to get off the island, since I'm almost certain we're not going to want to stay.
Come faremo a tornare indietro, capitano?
We'll have to secure another vessel, but from the looks of the village, they don't often venture past the reef. In the meantime, I'll ask you to scour the beaches for survivors of our wreck. I fear that we may be all that's left of the Calamity. Such a possibility has left me agitated. I try not to worry. Anxiety doesn't agree with me. I throw up.
Potrebbero esserci altri superstiti, quindi.
I did not see my bosun Thor among the dead, or his wife Asa. There's a chance they have evaded death's grip and still count among the living. Mark my words, if even one of them survives, I will fight to the Earth's edge to find them.
Li porterò indietro, capitano.
That's the spirit! I knew taking you on board was the right idea. That fortune teller didn't know what she was talking about. I will stay here and speak to Alder about a boat, and I'll have them send men to fetch Tari from the sandbar. I'll have dead Kel's head if it's the last thing I do.
Dove dovrei cercare, insomma?
What was left of the ship drifted towards a cove past the eastern cliffs. I'd search there first, and I'd hurry. Bring them back.
Ok, allora ragazzi, ci dobbiamo muovere, uscire dal villaggio, poi raccoglierò le varie e raggiungere questa località. Quindi abbiamo anche una pietra del sapere, come vedete. Quella deve essere la Rocca Gavenar, appunto, quella che è stata nominata prima. Quindi molto probabilmente è lì che si annida quel tizio che tutti definiscono pazzo. Abbiamo anche le pietre del sapere qua, come vedete. Qualcuno mi ha visto. È un orso. Riposto.
kin kissed the brow and wept tears into the flames, until mournful billow and scarlet banner bore
Dobbiamo andare verso,
treasures
signori, là.
on his heart. The great blaze bloomed, jewel bright and wild, a dark night lit by kingly fire.
Verso la spiaggia, mentre ci attaccano questi bug. Come vedete ci sono nuove creature qua, in questo DLC. Il passaggio penso sia attraverso questa gola, esatto. Pare essere un accampamento abbandonato. Quindi qualcuno è passato di qua, che sia qualcuno della ciurma del capitano Rust. Ecco qui, spiaggia delle falle. Allora noi dobbiamo andare di là. Capitano Firegorta, incominciamo a trovare dei Firegorta vestiti come dei marinai, vedete? Tutti capitani, non c'era un mozzo, erano tutti capitani. Ma detto questo, i non morti me li aspettavo, i non morti pirati. Qui abbiamo qualcuno, attenzione.
So, I'm not the only one who walked out of that mess. I figured you for a sturdy one, but surviving that wreck, that's fate. We shouldn't waste a moment. My wife, my Asa, she still lives, but they took her. I've never seen anything like it. Scavengers. They look like fair Gorta, but not like any I've ever seen.
Ci sono altri superstiti?
No, it was just us. Asmir, Kelly, Free, Edric, Udin. They're all gone. All dead. They were good people. Proud. Not the bedraggled bunch many mistook them for. It's a shame.
Adesso è vero, stai tranquillo.
Thank you. I won't forget this, truly. I will make way inland. If there are others on this island, I will find them and I will send them. My heart goes with you. There's not much time.
Ok. Allora ragazzi, dobbiamo andare a salvare. Qui è un fabbro anche come
I'm no
mercante.
good to
Fatemi
you as a
controllare.
fighter. Not with these injuries. I sort a keep overlooking the beach. Perhaps it's inhabited. Or maybe there's a village.
Vedete, riparazione, ecco qua. Ripara tutto. Perfetto.
There's not
Ok.
much time.
E ora non perdiamo tempo a fargli altre domande e andiamo in alto verso questa nuova spiaggia che abbiamo trovato. Abbiamo il nostro fato. Ok. Allora, qui c'era qualcosa da raccogliere. Quello che riesco a raccogliere lo raccolgo, poi il resto lo lascio alla mia esplorazione off video, come sempre. E comunque vedete che i nemici sono belli tostarelli, che vediamo in giro per la mappa. Non sono proprio l'acqua di rose. Di qua abbiamo scoperto una nuova località, Scogliera. Perfetto. Allora, siamo arrivati qua dentro.
Not a sailor, are you? Sailors pitch when they walk dry ground, list like drunkards at a wake. No, you're not one of them. So who are you?
Chi siete voi, se posso permettermi, madamigella?
My name is Nina Malloy. You met my father Alder back in the village. He wouldn't be pleased to find me here. Of course, very little pleases my father. I've walked this island since I was no bigger than a boggart, but I'm still prohibited from venturing past the village on my own. I can take care of myself.
È la figlia del capovillaggio, ragazzi. Non dovreste stare qui sola, però.
Ha! How did you know? I killed my first scab in this very fasting. I don't need protection. Not yours. Not my father's. Not Akara's. Keep telling our people that the offering only makes us slaves. Makes us weak. But do they listen? No. They're being trained not to.
L'offerta è male?
We sacrifice one of our own people to Akara. A being none of us have ever seen. And one that's desires are not known to us. Is the offering bad? Yes.
Potete lasciare l'isola?
We can leave whenever we wish. All of us. Only we lack a vessel fit for such a journey. Wouldn't matter, however. Most of the villagers in Cape Solace wish to stay right here. My father has them convinced that their destiny is to serve Akara. My destiny is my own. If only he understood that.
Cos'è l'offerta?
It takes place once in a generation. A member of the village is chosen, and then she's offered to the god Akara as a sacrifice. During the offering ceremony, Akara imbues the chosen one with his magic and transforms her into his arbiter, his mouthpiece in the village. We follow her guidance, whether we wish to or not.
C'è una donna nei guai.
Yes, so I gathered. The scabs aren't partial to intruders, especially ones they can eat. I'll join you if you don't mind. I know these tunnels better than anyone. Lead on. I'll watch your back.
Beh, direi che è una bellissima idea procedere insieme. Idee su dove dobbiamo cercare?
It's tough to tell in these old tunnels, but if your friend was dragged in here by scabs, then she'll be at the very bottom.
E cosa pensi di Akara?
He's a tyrant, nothing more. We're captives here so long as Akara guides us. All my life I've heard of his benevolence, his protection. What's he protecting me from? I'll tell you. Freedom. A whole world awaits us beyond these shores. A world I'll never discover.
E di che è il morto?
Many years ago, this island belonged to the Dread Pirate. It was his lair, a place where the justice of the Alpha held no sway. But time passed, as it always does. His influence here has waned. Wouldn't let it keep you from slumber.
Questa offerta.
It is a spectacle, nothing more. Akara only uses it to keep the villagers tethered to his will. The offering fast approaches. I'd rather not discuss it anymore.
Mi parli di lei, signorina Nina.
I keep the village of Cape Solace in wild game, for when the sea is stingy with its yield. I also scour the forests and cliffs for plants, for our village alchemists. However, most people on Gallows End only know me as Alder's daughter. Till I escape this place, I'll never be anything more than that.
Quel padre Dowra mi ha detto che vive alla rocca.
Never quite fit in with the rest of us in the village. Didn't do his part, carry his load. Apparently he's got other plans. I don't know why my father put up with him.
E Punta del Patibolo di cosa ne sai?
I was born and raised on this island. I know many of its secrets. At least those it's willing to share with me. While I feel at home on Gallows End, I want nothing more than to leave it. Between Akara, Dead Kell, and my father, there's no room there for the rest of us. Right, carry on.
Ok ragazzi, ora qui abbiamo una forgia, come vedete. Qua ci sono materiali per la forgia, no, e dobbiamo salvare la moglie del fabbro, no? Vi avverto ragazzi che oltre al vento incessante oggi hanno ripreso le motoseghe e anche un trapano, quindi veramente c'è un darsi da fare a disturbare il video nel mio quartiere che fa veramente paura, credetemi. Quindi intanto, mentre vi stavo dicendo questa cosa, ho perso un po' la strada, ma andiamo. Tutto scricchiola. Vi ricordo che ho impostato l'audio 3D nella mia TV, quindi non so come renderà in video, ma vedremo poi una volta che il video viene pubblicato e viene... Eccoli qua, nuovamente i razziatori. Ok. Perfetto. Guardiamoci bene attorno e proseguiamo. Scricchiola tutto in questa grotta, Perfetto. Proseguiamo verso il basso. Qua c'è un'altra pietra del sapere. Così sembra, Ok, un forziere. Usiamo un grimaldello di prismerio, ce l'abbiamo. Abbiamo trovato anche il chakram della risacca come arma.
Cycle the first, the Arathi.
Pietra di punta del patibolo, un altro set di pietre questo. Non è lo stesso set di pietre, vi ho mostrato dove sono due pietre comunque, già che c'eravamo. Quando posso il vero mostro, sapete, eccoli qua. Altri pirati scheletri. Fire Gorta, pardon.
After initial investigation, there appears to be a significant Arathi presence. One that predates any other signs of organized life on the island. It is a curious thing. Why would such beings descend
È la
to this
moglie.
wounded realm? What?
You've come. They came as soon as the hull went under. The cargo, the survivors, the sails. Everything stripped like flesh from a bone. I didn't think I'd live to see the morning. Not with dead Kel here.
Per voi va bene così?
I'm going to see if there's anyone else on this island. There are too many structures for it to be deserted.
Mi dica qualcosa di lei, come sta?
I've sailed with Captain Brattigan since the beginning. My husband and I hired her to ferry us across the Forian Strait to Odessa. After the wreck, we floated in the open sea for a whole week without food. That kind of experience creates lasting bonds.
Che il morto?
I never believed in him. Not until his minions blasted a gaping hole in our hull that sent us straight to the bottom. He'll get his. You just wait.
Veramente lo scafo c'era già nella nostra nave. Comunque, punta del patibolo l'ha vista.
Everyone has heard about this place, but few have ever actually laid eyes on it. It's beautiful, really, but most dangerous things are.
Ok, lei è anche una guaritrice, come vedete. Quindi ci stiamo facendo tutti, probabilmente, il fabbro, il guaritore. Ah, si sta aprendo una strada. Stiamo trovando tutti i ruoli per un papabile, appunto. Vediamo qua. Possiamo passare di qui. Già che ci siamo nella grotta, ragazzi, raccolgo quello che c'è da raccogliere. Poi fuori nel mondo no, ma nelle grotte tendo a raccogliere tutto, come sapete. perché poi nel mondo posso anche farlo dopo. Nelle grotte ci viene una volta durante le quest. Cosa succede?
And what is this? Tell me, stranger, what brings you down these dank passages? Salvage? Riches? The allure of a most magnificent death? If you must die, it should be at the hands of a monster like me. My victims are almost as infamous as I am.
Ha solo la maschera, ragazzi, è ancora un essere umano, credo. Come avete fatto a sopravvivere?
Touched the hand of death and been chosen. So it is with all great men. We transcend mortality. But you wouldn't know of such things, would you? Death will not have me. Not until I am satisfied. And I am not satisfied. Oh no, I still hunger.
Bene, so qualcosa della non morte. Cosa state facendo?
Sinking your ship is only the start. Now it must be stripped to its bones, picked apart piece by glorious piece. Everyone scavengers. It is how we survive. Killing the crew, well, that was for pleasure. Forgive me if I like to treat myself every once in a while.
Beh, la pagherete per questi crimini.
Will I? The Alpha Navy tried to stop me once. They sought to stretch my neck. Yet who do you think ended up dangling from the gallows? Don't make the same mistake they did. Don't come to my home and call for my head. It's foolish, and worse, disrespectful. I will forgive you this once, but that is all. Now leave Gallows End.
Ok, ci manda contro i suoi scagnozzi. E quanto ecco qua dove stiamo.
Listen to Dead Kel, stranger. Find a ship, find a captain, and sail far, far away from Gallows End. I'll see that your friend gets to the village. After that, I'm going to do some exploring. There was another crash not soon after yours. A ship that ran aground up north. I was planning to follow the survivors inland, but there also might be something of value in their wreckage.
Conoscete che è morto?
Call him a close relation, but I've seen him from time to time. He doesn't show his ghastly face around Cape Solace that often. I guess even he's got an interest in good salvage.
Parlatemi del rito.
I can't be sure of what happened until I see for myself. But it was a large ship, a merchant galley, or perhaps even an old naval vessel. It was big though, and it rode low in the water, loaded down with cargo, or with men, or with both.
Seguite i superstiti allora. Prima, importante salvare vite.
Good idea. I can't tell if these castaways are going to be friendly or just plain mad. Look at you. Perhaps I'll see you back at Cape Solace. Till then, try to stay out of trouble. We'll meet again.
Ok, allora ragazzi. Vediamo. Siamo vicino all'uscita, io direi di uscire insieme da questo luogo e vedere cosa succede. Ecco. Quindi andiamo a recuperare tutti i vari loot della zona. Ancora uno. Questa lore che stiamo recuperando e poi scendiamo per di qua. Ok, quindi direi che il passaggio, allora di qua no, scusate, ci veniamo, però no, è anche giusto andarci. Sterziamo di qua e passiamo di qui. si scende e di qua usciamo, vai. Almeno facciamo un attimo il punto della situazione su quello che dobbiamo fare in questo bel DLC che mi sta piacendo, quindi vediamo. Eccoci qua. Allora ragazzi, la nostra prossima destinazione è ritornare a Capo della Consolazione. Lo facciamo nel prossimo episodio perché ho registrato abbastanza per questo episodio, quindi mettiamoci qua. Ok, siamo un po' in ombra, ma va bene uguale, va bene così. Allora ragazzi, questo episodio è durato un pochino di più del solito, ma proprio poco. Io vi chiedo, se questo episodio vi è piaciuto, aver incontrato Kerry il morto, che ci ha tra virgolette dichiarato guerra, vi chiedo di piazzare un pollicione su, il solito like, ma soprattutto, che mi farebbe molto piacere, vi chiedo soprattutto, se volete, di iscrivervi al mio canale. Iscrivetevi, attivate la campanella e in questo modo saprete sempre, in teoria tramite notifica, quando vado online con un nuovo contenuto, in questo caso di Kingdoms of Amalur, Reckoning, il DLC di Kerry il morto. Noi ci vediamo alla prossima, un saluto a tutti voi e ovviamente grazie di aver visto il mio video.